Great afternoon. Got a couple things to address. First is a couple things about Trump. The police in Pennsylvania said he was not hit by a bullet at all. That what happened was the teleprompter was hit. He was hit with a little flying glass shard. It's like I said, when I saw his ear, that's, a bullet would have done a lot more damage than what was there. Okay? A little cut. Oh my God, So that's one. And the other one, Vance apologized for calling him Hitler, and Trump said he thought it was a compliment. Does that show you where he's at? Being called Hitler is a compliment? Yeah. Just, oh my God. So anyway, what's going on is Biden, I guess Schumer's trying to get him to step down, but they're holding off on the nominations, and Biden has just tested positive for COVID. So that's what I'm going to look at. I'm going to look at the COVID. I was asked to do a reading on Biden and COVID, so that's what I'm going to do. So what can you tell us about Biden and COVID? Okay, it's about him and the strong mental attitude, okay? The strong mentality. Now we'll see if this is Biden or if it has to do with them wanting him to step down, whatever. We're going to pull some cards and see. Underneath of it, it's about what's being given out. Does he have the strength to continue to give? How is he going to do with this illness? It's really not good to get it at that age. So the energy coming in is this is moving forward rapidly. All sorts of mental ideations are flying around with this. What's going on now is looking at some sort of a loss. The challenge is the higher ups, those that they're talking to, I would say consultants and things like that, with an outcome of America. What are we going to do? We want the best for America. There are those that don't believe that he's up to the task again, that his health is failing, etc. So let's see what we have. On one side of it, we have, endings, just saying mentally, give it up. And the other side is this toxicity, okay? He's going to have maybe a little difficulty with this COVID, okay? So again, under it, we have the fishtails, what they're feeding them, this emotional drama. Crossing it is sort of truth and the light and going forward, okay? They're burdened by all of this. Oh. So again, it's about the mental fortitude when it comes to this. Coming into it, one side we have that this is going to lay him out and it's toxic. We have the things that are toxic on the other side. I think they're worried about, again, some of his health, the mental things, because he had a bad showing at that one. He's president. He still has to do all this running and do that. And I think it has to do with the fact that his immune system is not as good as it was, and that what caused him so much difficulty was he had a cold and he was going around the world doing all these things. Well, that's going to continue to take place as president. He has a very heavy schedule, and I think they're worried about him being able to carry on with that heavy of a schedule. Okay? So going into it, we have these mental things going with an outcome, worried about America. What's going on now? They're feeling that he could lose. Okay? And this is what they're getting from some of the experts. Underneath of it all, what can be handed out? They're all talking about their tales, what they're trying to see with it, and they're looking for the truth of the situation, light on going forward. Okay. So I want to ask, how will Biden do with the COVID? How is Biden going to fare with the COVID? Okay, he's backed up. He's on the edge. A burden. This is really stressing on his energy level and what he can give out. Okay, when it comes to taking action. Again, I think some part of this is why they're asking him to step down, because his health is not as good as it was. As we get older, our immune systems go down. I mean, that's a fact. That's what happens. I still think he's the best person for the job, but I'm just reading the cards, what they are saying. Now, I'm just going to look, what does Schumer think? Why is he thinking this, that he should step down? The victory. He wants the victory. Okay? We got the lid on some things. And as far as the new mentality, he wants somebody that's sharp mentally. And I think that he thinks that maybe, again, he's not thinking that Biden could pull it off. He's kind of having some sleepless nights about it. Biden still thinks he's capable and he can go forward. Okay, so what's going to happen with the, what would it be, Democratic National Convention, DNC, is that what it's called? I have no idea. So if I'm wrong, excuse me. But again, we have at the center of it coming to this darker element coming out about the strength and somebody that's got leadership potentials. Now, I'm going to pull another card on that. Backed against the edge again. And above it, what's going forward. So they're in this, darker state about his strength and capabilities going forward. Now, when I see that moon, it doesn't mean that it's the truth of the situation. I think it's kind of a fallacy coming through. Kind of a, how do I want to say it? Like a conspiracy thing. Not all a conspiracy, but something that's not in the light of everything. It's that darker aspect of kind of fear-mongering, etc. Fear-mongering that he's not up to the job, and nobody got, if something happened to him, then Kamala would have to take over, and so what does Kamala think? She thinks he's holding on to the power and judgment. Okay, this is his path. She's fully behind him. She thinks he's capable. He has been, one thing with him is that he has knowledge. He's been doing this a long time. He knows the ins and outs of the politics and what's going on and what he can offer. Okay? So she's fully behind him. Some of the other ones, I don't know what they think. I don't know who they would have run. Who could replace Biden? The only possibilities I see would be maybe Hakeem Jeffries, but I think he would have trouble getting votes. Or Newsom, or what's his name? Yeah, Newsom maybe. They really don't have somebody waiting in the wings. Let me ask, do they have somebody waiting in the wings that they think could step into it? That's what I'm wondering. They're asking the experts, okay, about going forward, about where this could go. Yeah. I'm not seeing it, okay? Just no. Mentally lay low of just the experts. I don't see somebody ready that could step into the wings with this. So anyway, on this note, I'll leave this here. As long as I'm going to pull cards. What about Trump saying he thought that Hitler, being called Hitler, was a compliment? Now, you have to be sick to think being called Hitler is a compliment. That is sick. Okay? Yeah, because abuse of power. Okay? Abuse of power. Sharing. Put it out there. And, people were out in the cold and everything. Yeah. Yeah. He would think it's a compliment. Okay? He would think it's a compliment. People out in the cold, get rid of the Jews. That mentality. And Trump sees it the same as getting rid of any immigrants, anybody wanting to get into this country. Okay? He does. He thinks it's a compliment. Now that's sick. He is really a sick individual. And like you said, he did not get hit with a bullet. Like I said, that kid is a bad shot. Okay, he could not get into the rifle club at the school because he's such a bad shot. Okay? So no, he did not get hit with a bullet. He got hit with some flying glass. And now he makes it like, wow, I got hit by a bullet, and and they're making way more out of it than they should be. Not that there was not some, set up attempt at this. But yeah, I don't think he was supposed to have gotten hit. The fact that it hit the teleprompter and he did get a little, a little something going there, a flying shard of glass, that, and making it such a big deal is just craziness, okay?